Drew and Willow in denial at this point, y'all. They in denial. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chelsea for General Hospital, September 4, 2024. Okay, y'all. So first thing first, let me know down below what y'all thought of today's episode. Look, I guess we're going to start with Drew and Willow. Look, we're going to combine them. So Willow started, I don't know if she was actually finna tell Michael what happened or what, but her and Drew, it seemed like to me they was trying to blame it on what happened with Congressman, what was his name, Larry, as well as, you know how Drew was talking about Alan and wondering who he was and basically saying Larry was to him what Alan may have been and all this other stuff. They both saying the same thing because Willow started to tell Michael about it or whatever. And I said, not y'all over here lying. I said, then not only that, did Drew, I don't think he did, but did Drew tell Curtis about the first kiss? I don't think he did he? But yeah, at first he told Curtis, he was like how he's not going to deny his feelings for Willow any longer. Then by the end of the episode, he was saying how he can't act on it. And I also think that he says the only person he feels sorry for or whatever is Willow. He feel bad about is Willow. I said, no, now, what about your nephew? Ain't that his nephew? And I said, why people always got to be like, oh, it's a one-time thing? Didn't Nina tell Willow the same thing? Oh, just put it behind you and all this other stuff. But yeah, Drew said he liked being someone's hero. I said, and that's what it's about. I want to know what Willow is going to think. Because you know how she was telling Drew. Was it Drew? Or was it Nina she was confiding in? She was saying how basically Michael be hiding stuff from her in line or whatever. And I was like, okay, does she know that Drew is sleeping with her mother? I said, I want to know how she gonna feel. Is it gonna be one of those situations where she's like, oh, I threw away my marriage for you and all this other stuff? Or is she still gonna sleep with him? Because, you know, we don't seen that on shows before. I always said it. But for real, we have. I know we have. But yeah, he talking about he like being someone's hero or whatever. I said, is that what it's all about? You being somebody's hero? I think somebody commented at that too. But he tells Curtis there are feelings there. He can't deny them anymore. So Curtis tells him to let it go, basically move on. Y'all can't act on it and all this stuff. Meanwhile, Willow over here having a dream about sleeping with Drew. And I said, yep. Then she over here crying. I said, it's too late to cry, buddy. It's too late to cry now. But yeah, it seemed like Willow was about to tell him something. But he kept getting a call. And he ended up revealing it was Christina. I thought he was talking about it was work. But no, she told my son she need him to come over. So he goes over there and she reveals that she wanted to get Ava and Agent John. I said, girl, and she's still on the same thing. They show her on tomorrow's episode telling somebody one down, one to go. I said, look, she ain't play. I said, And I said, he's still protecting Sonny. Carly's still protecting Sonny. I said, they gonna learn. They gonna learn one of these days. Well, if they ain't learning all this time, they definitely probably ain't gonna learn. But before we talk about them, we gotta talk about Alexis. So she over here on the bridge freaking out. And she was calling Diane, said answer. She thinks she got a client for her and everything. And I was like, she got the weapon. She about to throw it in there. So she throws it in there, and Elizabeth and Rick saw it. I said, this situation just keep getting worse. It keep getting worse because it looked like, well, Rick did say how it must have something to do with one of her daughters. And he said he hope it's not his. And Elizabeth told me, what we gonna do about it? I said, act like you ain't see nothing. I said, act like you ain't see nothing, mind your business. I said, they gonna get that up out of there. Or either they gonna call and report it or something like that. I'm ready to see, though. But yeah, they over here on the bridge looking at her. She told my son, what she said she was doing? I found my rubber band finally. She said she was doing something, and they didn't believe her because they already seen it. Then they was like, she said she dropped the cell phone. She threw the cell phone in there because it wouldn't work. He told me, do that look like a cell phone to you? She was like, no. And she said it looked like a weapon. And I said, oh my goodness. They show her at the end of the episode. She went to Robert to say he has to do something about Agent John. He been basically harassing Christina. And she ends up finding out that he's gone. He out of there. So now her mind is saying, Christina did it, whatever. And I said, and if you did think that she did something, wouldn't that make her, if Christina had actually did it, she just threw away evidence. Wouldn't that make her, wouldn't they try to charge her too? But Christina didn't do anything. My thing also, though, Sonny, when Sonny went to he was at the house and he went in his safe because he noticed it was open and one of the weapons was missing. Excuse me. He was like, I can't say the word on here, but he cussed or whatever. And I was like, wait a minute. I said, they couldn't have been the same weapon, right? I said, she had already got that weapon before while he was at the place, right? I don't think that's the same weapon. It can't be. Robert and Mac was talking about Agent John. I was about to say Robert and Agent John. They was talking about Agent John going through statements, and they said Sonny at the top of the list. I said, right, obviously he'll be at the top of the list. And Christina too, apparently. But yeah, I said, come on now, Sonny. They said that Sonny was the number one suspect. I said, obviously. But him and Carla was talking about getting their statement together and everything. And then they brought up, how if you're married, they can't make you testify and stuff like that. She said, I'm not marrying you again. I said, not right now. I said, not right now. But yeah, and he was telling her basically that it would make more sense for her to spend the night. And it looked like she did spend the night, or either she about to. But she's upset about something, and she said she's not gonna take this any further than it has to. They said something about in the spoilers that Jocelyn gonna be mad and she gonna put Carla on blast and everything. That reminds me, I don't think I said in the review that what was it, yesterday's episode where Sonny had came down and he was fixing his pants or whatever. I didn't say that, but today's episode, it was confirmed he definitely did that on purpose. She said she didn't appreciate him doing that to imply that they got something going on or had something going on. But yeah, I said, Carly, come on now. I understand, but at the same time, at some point, even you giving him an alibi is not going to work. Probably at the end of the series, whenever that's going to be. Jason ended up revealing to Diane that he wants her to represent both him and Ava. At first, she was against it, but she ended up doing that. They was cleared, but Anna didn't look too happy. But then she started asking him about Agent John. She ends up saying basically she know that he's been cleared, but Sonny not. I said, y'all know Sonny did it. But look, Jason flipped it on her, talking about something. You don't look too shaken up about it. She took offense to that. She definitely did. But who else we got? Brick and Jordan. Jordan was trying to find out information on Isaiah. She showed him a photo or whatever. He's supposed to be looking it up. Then you got Lucky. He playing a card game. And I've been wondering why he playing a card game. So when he lose, that's when he's supposed to die, basically. That's when the dude's supposed to take him out. But Holly's there, so I don't know if she gonna help. But yeah, that's it, y'all. That's all that really happened. I was trying to see what do I think the highlight of this episode was, but I can't think of one. I will say what I'm ready for is for Willow and Drew to get caught. I'm ready for them to get caught. And I'm also ready for Nina to reveal that her and Drew sleeping together. But yeah, that's it. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, deuces. Have a great rest of the day and be safe.